Hello guys, welcome back. Sothonan here. This is the Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Awakening on the Chinese server. We have news for next week, next Wednesday in American time. Mew Papillon or Papillion is joining the cast as the that week's banner. So expect news if I get to pull him next week. I don't know if I'm going to record the summoning video or not, but it's more likely than not that I'm gonna get some new dupes and possibly the new unit. There's also the Chaos Tournament announcement for the coming week on September 21st, so September 20th for us in American time, and I'm gonna be recording my matches in the coming tournament. It looks like it's again a boss damage race like the anniversary version because that was very popular with the players. So they are, this is what I like about the Chinese server. They really listen to what their player base asks for. And of course, new servers are opened in WeChat servers Q43 and iOS gets oh no, those are the winners, I think, from the latest Jamir tournament. I can read Chinese and I haven't translated this except the part about Mew and the Chaos tournament. We are celebrating autumn, and just for the people that don't know yet, this is a question that has been asked many times over, even though many YouTubers beside myself have already answered this. To change your captain for the team or the character that shows on the screen in the beginning, you keep pressing on that character. In the beginning that's just Seiya until you get this menu. You click on the little crown and then you can change to any character that you have already summoned and is unlocked for play. And today there is a character that I was going to review before, but time prevented me from doing so. I had to scrap many videos I have recording, and this video is an in-depth review of Wyvern Radamanthys. God Claude Seiya is already reviewed and up in the channel. So now it's the turn for one of the possible units for the coming week. We don't know because GT Arcade likes to pull. They keep their cards very close to their chest and they don't announce the next banner in advance. So I'm just going to review the remaining characters that are missing from the Singapore server from now on. So let's go see what Radamanthys is about. It's a physical strike character, and he has an AoE. He doesn't use energy to cast his skills, so that's very good. He can pretty much go into any team, but to get the most out of the character, you have to include at least another physical striker with a high critical chance, like Sagittarius Seiya, Pisces Aphrodite, Doko can work in a pinch, or Leo Ailoya. And I'm going to explain in just a few minutes what this is all about. And I'm going to go showcase this guy. I think I already made a video on the bosses, so I'm gonna farm my boss for tonight in the Chinese server to showcase what the character is about. Crane Yusuriha also plays well with Wyvern Radamanthys. So here are his stats at level 80 and some 8 cents unlocked already for him. Radamanthys is rather new in the Chinese server. It's been around for 4 months and a half, something like that. He was the earliest character from the Hades arc along with Pandora. I know that in Taiwan they made them a double banner, a couple, Pandora and Radamanthys, but Radamanthys has been featured a couple of times already. So he's probably coming for the Singapore server very, very soon. Now on Cosmos, it's rather cheap in the sense that his Cosmos are not very hard to get. You can use physical stone or flames. You can use a sponge on the blue Cosmos. This is a newer one that I prefer because it gives speed and physical attack rating. And it has, when you equip 3 of the same time, I don't know the name of this, I think it's red mist or something like that. But just look at the picture. It's blood something from what I've read. But the important thing is that if you equip 3 of these, sorry, you get 100 points of physical defense penetration. So Radamanthys basically ignores, just like God Clot Seiya, the physical defense rating on opponents. So if you're facing guys on PvP that have very weak physical defense on base stats, this guy allows you to overcome that and do massive damage. I prefer Bloom to Tenacity or some other type of Cosmos because resistances you can get through substats like this, and once you maximize those you get around 12% or something. Also remember to include for your Radamanthys some I call that leech, I keep forgetting what it's called in Awakening, life absorb or something like that, but that little blood drop, equip that and try to get around 7% of leech in total, because Radamanthys also gets some through his 8 cents. His alpha star gives another 93 points. I think it reaches 100 points too of physical penetration. So coupled with the blue Cosmos that I just mentioned, that's 200 points of defense penetration. So that makes for massive damage. And as you see, his beta star gives some stat resist, so he's pretty cool. His gamma star gives also some extra leech, so he can keep healing. And I'm gonna upgrade this because he needs more damage resist. It's a pretty cool character. That's 4.2 million, so I'm not going to touch that yet. But there we are. There we are. Now his skills, his basic, he charges towards the opponent, strikes 3 times. At level 1, that's a 105% of his physical strike, his physical attack rating, so that's very good. And it ends up at 165 total, almost double his physical attack rating. So you have to work towards at least 10,000 points of physical attack for Radamanthys. So he does a ton of damage with just his basic. Next is his ultimate. Doesn't uses energy. It doesn't use energy. So this is pretty cool. This is an AoE that strikes 3 characters at random. And every strike starts at 90% physical attack rating, ends up at 110. So at maximum skill level, Radamanthys attacks at random. It can be a single target or it can divide into 3 different people, 100% of his physical attack rating for a total of 330%. This is very powerful. Now, his first passive, he has 2 passive. The first one, the Wings of Rage, or the Fiery Wings, depending on how you decide to translate the name. I don't know what name it's going to get on the Awakening version, but the effect is what interests us. Now, whenever an ally performs a critical strike at level 1, for every 5 critical strikes that an ally performs on the enemy, he gets 1 fiery wings stack. And these, once he has stacks of fiery wings, at level 1, he has a 10% chance of firing an extra wave of greatest caution. That's his ultimate. As you improve this skill, the requirement reduces, and it's optimal for the purposes of blue book cost, that you level this up to level 4, because at that point he only needs 3 critical strikes per ally, and no ally can contribute more than 3 strikes at once per round before he gets a stack. And the chance of performing a free AoE attack is 30%. Of course, it's best if you maximize this skill to 5, even before his ultimate. This passive and the following one, which I believe is his 7th sense, you have to maximize first. He works better when he has skills 1, 1, 5, 5. That's really all you need, but you can work with 1, 3, 3, or even 1, 4, 4 to get a very good result with these passives. At maximum skill level, it's again 3 physical strikes to get a stack, and a 50% chance of getting an additional AoE attack per stack. So when you maximize this at 4 stacks, when he enters rage mode, he can release several strikes at once. You're going to see that in a second. And then his last passive, this gives a chance, his ultimate, the greatest caution, when you have that without the passive, he doesn't cast that immediately. He's going to lose 3 rounds charging power to attack. This passive, the effect it has is at level 1, it gives a 60% chance of firing the greatest caution immediately. And the more you level this up, at level 5 it's 100%, so every time you use his main skill, it's going to fire up. This is your top priority. This is the one you want to maximize first. It works very well at level 3, but I would recommend a minimum of level 4, and of course best results at level 5, when it's guaranteed that you will always strike. I didn't notice a very great increase in damage, improving the greatest caution. That's the name of the power, by the way. If you're not familiar with the Saint Seiya lore, I'm not making this up, that's the name of the power, greatest caution. You have to maximize this and then work on his Cosmos and 8th sense. So let's take this guy for a stroll and go hit the Legion boss. I think I already hit that? No, I don't think so. There we go. Now, the team you're about to see, I did a feature on this, is not the true best team for Legion boss, but it's the most affordable one that doesn't involve a lot of shenanigans with the skills. Always remember to cast your cheers or encouragement, I think it's called. Oh, somebody hit this. Who did? Oh, Angel. Nice. So let's go into this. Oh, I forgot to change Cosmos on Pisces. Well, anyways, doesn't matter. We don't really kill the boss here on the Chinese server anymore because it's basically me and that other guy. So this is the lineup that works best for Radamanthys, and it's the most affordable one because You're going to get Luna, Yusuriha, and Seiya by default from normal summonings, so you can maximize those pretty easily. Sagi Seiya, because he's rather fast to get, since the first time you summon him is going to be through shards on the Honor Mall. And Pisces is a rather common drop from for an S card, so over time, either you're going to get him through the Legion, ask for shards of Pisces if you're in a good Legion. And let's use this thing. And Sagi Seiya, Yusuriha are going to be equipped with Rock. You can work with Kingfisher or Silver Dragon for both Radamanthys and Pisces. Luna has to have Marsh Fairy equipped. The skills at maximum you can afford. If you're going to work on Pisces, work on his Piranha Rose, that's the black rose, and the white Demon Royal Rose. Highest you can. And you start like this. You want to get your Fiery Wings on Radamanthys as soon as possible, so you're going to use a double turn on Sagi Seiya, so he gets a lot of crits of this, and he charges his own passive. Then with normal Seiya, you're going to use the Comet Pegasus Fist, so you reduce the damage resistance on the boss, and then you go to town with, there you go, the Greatest Caution. Even though it is at 75%, it still has a chance of not working. I have to increase this to level 5. And then you go to town with Pisces. You see, now I have 3 stacks of Fiery Wings on just the first round. I want to finish charging the passive of Sagi Seiya, so again, a lot of criticals. Now Radamanthys has entered Rage State, and Sagi Seiya starts shooting a golden arrow after every turn. Now we are going to waste a couple of turns with Radamanthys because he didn't activate his Greatest Caution. Now, starting from round 3, you are going to give Seiya, the normal one, a double turn, so you can cast the Comet Fist 2 times to keep reducing the boss defense. And now, did you see how many times did Radamanthys attack? And you're going to abuse the Black Rose with Pisces. Now, double turns on Seiya. Oh, I have Hyacinth on Seiya. That was a mistake. Yeah, just look at that. The Leech prevents Radamanthys from dying from the damage reflect on the boss. In fact, if I upgrade all the other characters, like Sagi Seiya, and Yusuriha, to have 7% or more Leech, they also heal themselves. So you won't lose them before the round ends. And there you go. Now my characters are not perfectly developed. They are still missing some good Cosmos and some 8 cents. But the damage on this combination can reach up to 30 million points of damage per round. So you get three chances of attacking the boss. That's 30 million per chance. So when you finish all your rounds, that's going to be 30 million for a total of almost 90 million points of damage when you finish. But of course that requires Cosmos that are perfectly developed and a good Leech. So Yusuriha and Seiya don't die before the round ends. And there are some people asking me, or there have been some people asking me, if Radamanthys works for PvP. It's kind of difficult. That for the very same reason that Saji Seiya is not very good for PvP. He needs way too long to get going. But Divine Cloth Pegasus can really improve his chances, or if you can run a Leo and some control, maybe you can make that work. So now I have to give a double turn to Radamanthys so he can unleash the greatest caution before the round ends, because I want him to attack like that. That was his double turn. And for the last round, he gets a double turn just in case something like this happens. He didn't get a triple turn. But that's why you have to upgrade his last passive as high as possible. There are a couple of teams that can perform better damage than this, but they require very specific setups. And well, look, I just made almost 27 million points of damage. This is a low level boss because it's only me and another guy trying to kill it. So it usually resets to below 30, and then we get him up to 35 and lose again. But in a normal legion, where there are, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 people really carrying the team, this is one of your best bets. Because compared to some of the other teams out there, this you can get away. For example, Pisces really only needs an upgrade on the black rose and the white rose to unlock his full 8 sense 3, and the rest of the guys are easy to maximize in skills. So the cost is reduced a lot. And if you summon, well, I got Radamanthys only very recently, but I always had about 80 to 90 shards from the time I intended to get him through his banner. So if you manage to gather 200 or something stars, chances are that you can ask for the remaining shards from your legion, so you will be able to get him. So now let's try this on let me just change Seiya Central Cosmos because he should have rock instead of the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna try this with Cosmic Defense and some stat resist because he needs that. Maybe I will get some leech out of this. Nah. Well, anyways, that's enough. That's enough for Train Hall to showcase what he's capable of doing. Come on, come on. Ugh. Alright, it's this one. Well, let's just hope that God Cloth Pegasus is slow like this. Let's try to get rid of June first. That's 2 stacks on Radamanthys already. Oh, I don't kill anybody. Blech. Oh god. Divine Cloth Pegasus is just way too broken, so let's hope this is enough to kill everybody else. So, really, Radamanthys is not bad for PvP, it's just that he is part of a non existent meta. Nobody's ever really fielded a full team of critical strikers in a row. Okay, so well, now this is going to be too easy. So onto the healer first. Yeah. Now, this is one of those easy teams that some people ask for. So this is not really a showcase. Like, these poor guys never gonna get a chance. Like, that's the true problem with Radamanthys. Like, fights are not really going to last that long at high-end PvP to allow him to get his passives going. He's better on PvE, like story mode or something like that, where you can actually feel these kind of teams. Maybe now that Shura got a rework with his repair cloth, maybe that way. Alright, this is going to last, I'm pretty certain. That's 1 stack. And 3 stacks. No, just 2. It's still just 2. And I have to hurry. Oh, Galaxian explosion to the face. Good lord. Well, at least I got a stack of fiery wings out of the deal. Don't kill Radamanthys. Yep. That's an increase of 15% on his normally overpowered damage. But you kind of get the idea of what to expect. Of course, at this point in the training hall, I'm mostly dealing with level 80 teams, even though I'm not full level 80. But I'm working on bringing my team up to speed. It's just that I never really tried. Alright, so what is this? No, this is going to last even less. Alright, so... yeah, but that Leo is too slow. So maybe this guy like this. And then we change the Nero Priest for something else. Well, Asagi Seiya. Let's try this. And Dada Yolos is going to kill somebody right this turn. And, well, that was barely enough, but it got the job done. And that's his other problem. He's way too squishy for this type of fights. And we are done. I keep planning to upgrade that Divine Cloth Seiya, but new characters get in the way. I have him 1-3-3-1. 2. That's my upgrade levels on this Seiya, and he's still far from perfect. He needs to be 700 speed and above, or else in a real PvP fight I will get destroyed by the enemy god Pegasus. Uh, So you see, it doesn't get the chance to really shine on normal PvP, even in Train Hall. He's just too slow to get going. Even if I get his first passive to level 4 or 5, he's only really meant for fighting bosses or PvE battles where you can keep healing and stuff like that. Because he needs several characters to feed him. And when you bring a Divine Cloth Pegasus, it's the race to see who's first. And I was first. So get rid of his energy. And then get rid of his support. So let's give the double turn to Radamanthys. Well, finally. So that's the showcase, guys, the in-depth review. Radamanthys is a very, very good unit, but you're going to see a bigger return of your investment if you use him for Legion bosses and the 12th, the Legion dungeon, if you use him in the Legion dungeon, than if you try to bring him over to PvP. That's the reality of the situation with Radamanthys. Still a very, very cool unit. His armor design is amazing. It looks like it's made out of the midnight sky. It's a very, very cool unit. I mean, I'm a fan of the character. Even if he was useless, I will have still built him. But he's very cool. I don't care that much about PvP in the end. I enjoy fighting the bosses better. So there's that. Oh, here's Kiki. For the people still wondering, I don't know Chinese. I just click on these things and hope for the best. You still get prices. And they are still good prices. That was almost 250,000 experience points. Oh, there's Galaxy. There's Galaxy going on. So yeah, one quick Galaxy fight with this horrid team. Let's see how it goes. And let's ban Hades. Oh, Evil Saga. Nice. And where's the team? Here it is. Ooh. Oh, this is nasty. Yeah, because he can switch any of the three gods in place of Hades. Ah, all right. Let's try to kill Kiki first. Yeah, too late. We still managed to do something with this. Oh my god, I haven't seen a Shaka and Leo team in forever. I'm not gonna get my double turn. Or maybe I do? Yay! Double turn for Radamanthys then. Oh. Well, it looks like I don't know my own units for some reason. I didn't think I would be able to win. Oh, what did I do? No, not that guy. Fortunately, he doesn't have his passive at 100% chance. But there you go. Wow. You know what? I'm surprised. I didn't think I could win a Galaxy legally with this crap team that is not even maximized. But yeah, I'm starting to believe now in Radamanthys for PvP. Of course, I got lucky. Maybe, well, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm very low on Chinese League right now because I only do my 3 fights for the day. But you know what? I'm gonna finish this video here just so it's not an hour long because that's basically the review for Radamanthys, and I'm going to upload some Galaxy fights right away after this one. So remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the little bell so you get a notification when I upload new material. There's going to be summons for next Wednesday, I believe, in this channel. I just love how his wings sparkle with the stars. So see you around, see you next time. In the meantime, keep grinding on.